hunter-gatherers they used to worship, how they used to hunt animals, how they used to pray the animals. At the same time, they used to make celebrations together, like dancing. At the same time, they also drew the pictures on the caves. In different places, what the different types of these hunter-gatherers were existed out earlier times, what it was, presently where it is existed, to whom they used to worship, how they used to worship, what are the things they used to offer the flowers, all the things towards the deities they used to worship. Now in today's class, we will be going to have a look at early farmers and herders. Textbook page of 144. Early farmers and herders. Early farmers and herders. So all this again, how we have been getting to know about this early farmers and herders through we have been getting to know all about the history part known by, or we can get say to know through it out. How we have been getting to know about these early farmers and herders, how they have been at the time it was, presently how it is, what they used to worship, how they used to take care of the domestication of animals, what they used to be believe they used to worship for what particular like specific deities are there, god or the goddesses to worship this particular deity, they will get a good fortune, like good crop, animal will breed on in a good manner. So all these are things they have been getting to know through this archaeological excavations. So archaeological excavations, nothing but the findings about the previous one. This have been discussed in the previous class. What this archaeological excavations deals about. Archaeological excavations, finding out the history part related with the archaeologists. So probably to whom they used to worship pyramids, they used to worship the mother goddesses or the mother earth. To whom they used to worship the mother goddesses. Or mother earth. And for what the reason this now I said, no, for specific importance is there for to worship one particular deity or the god or the goddesses. So here, these hunter-gatherers, what is the aim, like for what purpose they have been worshipping this? They want, probably they believe that the crop and the cattle will be prosper with her blessings. So for what the purpose here? Everyone now also in the present life we do worship out the different types of goddesses or the particular the asset. For what reason? Because we believe that if we been believing that this kind of prayers for this particular deity to this particular god or the goddesses, it will get prosper, will get the blessing, so it will be a good fortune. So same like here also for our farmers and herders, they have been worshipping the mother goddesses or the mother earth. For what purpose here they are worshipping this? The purpose is mainly to, they believe that their crops and the cattle will be prosper with her blessings. So worshipping here purpose, for what reason they have been worshipping here is, they have been believed. They believe that the crop and the cattle will prosper. Believe that the crops means agriculture and cattle. Herders taking care would prosper. So because of that reason, these early farmers and others, they used to worship her. So worship in the forms of, what are the different forms? Like what these mother goddesses, in what like aspect they are being, they have a statue, they have the idols. So for what we got, they used to worship. So simply nothing but in that, they'll be in the form of the goddesses, they worship in the form of small images, or simply in the form of a stone, a tree, or a plant. So here the what type of forms are nothing but a small form of stone, or a tree, or a plant. It's a form of the worshipping to this particular deities. So here it has been given out in the paragraph. Archaeological excavations in the early villages show that they probably worship the mother goddesses or the mother earth. They probably believe that the crops and the cattle would prosper with her blessings. Mother goddesses were worshipped in the form of small images, or simply in the form of a stone, tree, or a plant. So basically in the form of a stone, a tree, a plant, or a small image they used to worship. So regarding this, we can have a glance on the look on figure 17.4. Figure to which they used to worship, like baked clay figurine of mother goddesses from Arab. So here you can have a look on figure 17.4, like clay type of mother goddesses, clay image with. So that they used to similarly in the similar manner they used to make like clay objects. How you used to make the designs, make the objects. No, same here also with the help of clay they used to make, and they used to bake that one, and after that they used to break. So in the form of it's like a small image, like a stone, plant, or a tree, they used to worship her. So now this is about the farmers. Now whereas coming to the herders, these early animal herders of the Deccan had left behind the ash mounds. Ash mounds, if we burn out any aspect of a complete bonfire, the leftover particles, the burned one, that is called as ash mounds. Some archaeologists believe that these may be remains of the seasonal bonfire rituals such as people still do on Holi, Diwali, and Pongal festival. So here about these herders, again these herders they had to know. Herders what are doing basically means they are nothing but the cattle. It deals with the cattle, and by archaeological excavations they have been findings in which place means Deccan. Deccan place means basically south of India. So this is what the south, if you take the map of India, means here the south of India. This place they have been found out with the aspect of the ash mounds. With belongings of ash mounds, this has been found out. Ash mounds are nothing but a bonfire season where we burn out during this celebrations of Diwali. Then all the left particles will get mixed up with the soil. So that is what known as the ash mounds. With that, the archaeological excavations finding out in the Deccan part of India, these cattle and other gatherers, their existence was being found out. Now, shepherds here in India today known by different names across the country. So here, like all these herders goes to the cattle. Basically, cattle, all the cow, buffalo, all the cattle rearing domestication of dairy animals. Whereas now, especially here, they have been given up to shepherds. Shepherds will also take care of all the sheep, goat, or basically it goes to the cattle. So in India, we have been having different states, different people, different herders, this kind of shepherds, the people they were living out, they used to call with the different names. So here, these herders, basically it goes to the shepherds. So what they used to call with different names. Shepherds again it goes to the sheep and goat. They used to call with different names in different places. So like here in Maharashtra state, they were known as Dhangar, and Kuru Karnataka and Kuruma Gora Yadava in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So here what they used to call, like every state they'll be having the different names. Maharashtra, they used to be, these shepherds were called as Dhangar. Then next come here, Karnataka. Karnataka, they were known as Kuruvas. Whereas in our state, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, they were known as same again like Kuruma. Then again it goes to the Gola. Yadavas. So these are the specific names for the shepherds in different states. They were being called as, in Maharashtra they were known as Dhangas, Karnataka they were known as Kuruvas, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh they were known as Kuruma, Gola or the Yadavas. So at the same time they used to worship the different types of the deities. Deities are nothing but the family god, the ritual they used to worship. So there are like the special worships are being done to the deities. Here they used to go with the goddess's mother. But deity means one particular family. They have their own house god, the deity they used to worship. In that there are Mallana, Bhirappa, Renuka, Yellamma, Maisama, Pochama. So all these they have been worshipping the different types of deities. Here it is about the goddesses or the gods, but at the same time the different kinds of deities to whom they used to worship. Deities have been here. This Renuka, the next Bhirappa. Here next Yellamma. Then next Mallana. At the same time, the next they also worship Pochama. So similarly, these were the deities they have been worshipping. This one, Mallana, Bhirappa, Yellamma, Vaisama, Pochama, etc. in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. So probably in the south part of India, these states they are used to worship these particular kinds of the deities. So not only here about these shepherds and the farmers, they were similar type of worshipping aspect towards the deities. And at the same time, what is the common mode of worshipping? How they used to worship? Like here, the same aspect of them also, a small stone structured idol or the image they used to keep at the corner, and they used to worship the particular deity. So at the same time, they also been organized on the special occasions. They used to sacrifice the animals like cock, hen, and they used to cook and they used to offer the offerings towards the entire community of these shepherds or the herders they used to do. And seen again for what purpose? Here for this herders purpose as a belief, and at the same time their children, their family, their community, they keep safe from different kinds of diseases, welfare of the children, good cattle eating. So all these they have been believed. And then now next coming to here, these deities are similar to the farmers and the herders they used to worship, believing. Then images they used to keep. They used to give the small stones or in the corner of the particular village or the place of worship. Other than that, they also used to sacrifice the animals. And like cock, sheep, hen, all they used to sacrifice, they used to celebrate together, and whatever the things they have been doing or celebrations together with all the community members, they will be feeling. And they believe that they'll have a good harvesting season. At the same time, their community, these tribal people, these herders families, their community, they will be free from different kinds of diseases. At the same time, the children also will be having a good health. Why? Because of the worshipping these particular deities. Out of these 5 or 7, any one of the deities to their particular community, they used to worship. Not only the worship deities, they also start worshipping the nature. In the nature, plants and trees, different kinds of plants, different kinds of trees, they used to worship. Now, compared with this, we have been comparing with the early times. In the early times also, the people they were worshipping the plants, trees. Now also in the present scenario, also the people have been worshipping the plants, different kinds of plants and the trees also. So here this one about people has been worshipping several trees like maple, neem, jami, banyan, and plants like tulsi. So what they have been worshipping here? So like trees. So what kind of trees they have been worshipping here? Means banyan tree. Then next year neem. Then next year jami. At the same time, they also be worshipping the people tree. Then next is the plants. Tulsi. The form of worshipping to the different kinds of trees. This listed are maple tree, neem tree, jami, and banyan trees, and plants like tulsi. So all these how we came to know is again pot shells. So what are these pot shells? Means all the like wooden pots. They'll be having the design patterns of these leaves or this one. So shells means the complete broken pieces that has been found out by the archaeological excavations finding out. So with that the people have been with the study and the design, the pattern, the clay objects, the different types of interesting the patterns, how they have been studied. These people archaeological, they have been studied and they have been finding out that these leaves, what they have been worshipped, the trees and the plants, that has been indicating that the people they had a good regard with the nature. Now next is coming to the farmers. At the same time, different kinds of animals also they used to worship. So hunter-gatherers they used to in that they used to worship the animals. Even though they used to hunt the animals, at the same time, what they worshipping the nature also, the plants, trees, and animals. When it required only they used to hunt. Other than that, they used to worship. They used to pray for the nature. So now coming to the animals part, to which animals they used to worship as elephant, tiger, snakes, monkeys. So these are the different kinds of animals. The worshipping of animals also includes here monkey, snakes, elephants, tigers. So all these are the different types of the forms of worshipping. These people are worshipping aspect with the plants, trees, and also the animals. It is believed that these practices has been origin of the very ancient period of time. So this is not new to the early herders. From the very ancient, years and years before these people they started worshipping, and presently also in the present world also the people we have been worshipping. That like different forms of the goddesses we have been worshipping, different types of deities we are worshipping, and at the same time here the worshipping pattern of the trees, plants, and animals also we have been worshipping up. So just read out these two paragraphs about the shepherds and these about the plants and the trees. 145 page. Shepherds in India today were known by different names across the country. Gandhar in Maharashtra, Kulubas in Karnataka, and Guruma Gola Yadava in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. They worship special deities like here as been said, Ballarna, Renukamma, Maisamba, Pochamma, Bidappa, etc. in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. South India part, they used to worship these particular deities. Farmers also where animals have close interaction with herders. Hence, both of them worship the similar gods. The common mode of worship is by building a small shrine for these gods and other in the corner of the village. On special occasions are organized in which animals like lamb, cock are sacrificed and cooked rice offerings are made by the entire community. They usually pray for good harvest, freedom from diseases, welfare of children, etc. So this is what we have been discussed about the herders, different names, different deities, what they used to worship and how they used to worship in a small corner, small shrine or image they used to keep and they used to worship. Now, our people has been worshipping several trees like here plants like tulsi. Potsherds from the ancient times have pictures of people leaves painted on them, indicating that people have great regard for these trees. Many farmers communities also worship animals like elephants, tigers, snakes, monkeys, etc. It is believed that these practices have their origin in very ancient period of time. So here we can have a look on the figure 17.5. Figures of animals engraved on rocks, massive about 4,000 years old, and 17.6 old painted portions found in Muridab in Afghanistan, so 5,000 years ago. So this is what here are the images on a rock. It is been get shown. So this is what the images which is been shown, this figure on a rock, the drawings, the engraved. Next comes here figure 17.6. This people leaves indication. So same like exact look here painted potsherds. It has been not find it out. They have been recreated with the technology. Like this might be the shape of the pots. Like here they have been given this people leaf indication. So this is what the imagination they have been done. Joined this this potsherds together, and they have been created this image about this one. Now next coming to hear about the religion in the Indus Valley civilization. Now next we hear in the Indus Valley civilization. So everyone will know about the Indus Valley civilization, northern parts of India. Till now we have been discussed about the early farmers orders towards the south part of India. This Deccan place, the South India part, it is been existed like here Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, the Deccan South India part. Now we have been moving to the northern parts of India, that is Indus Valley civilization, with the river Indus existed out. Religion in the Indus Valley civilization. In the Indus Valley civilization. So this is in the complete northern parts of India. Here it is. India's northern part. So it is in the plains of where it is been existing here means plains of river Indus. So it was in here as northern parts of India. The Indus River was flowing out. So because of that Indus, the major river aspect, the Indus River, with that civilization has been started begins. So here they have been said about several cities emerged in the northern western parts of the subcontinent in the plains of the Indus River from around 4,600 years ago. So this particular cities where it has been emerged emerged in the plains of the river of Indus from around 4,600 years before. So this was when get started out some nearly 4,600 years ago, and these cities has been lasted. So for how many years this has been lasted? This particular place, this cities lasted for 900 years. Basically, here river Indus, varying the existing part between the two, the inverted V-shaped civilization in starting of part. So it is in the northern parts of India because in the plains of the river Indus, some nearly 4,600 years before it was being get started, and for how many years this Indus Valley civilization it was existed in some nearly 900 years period of time it was existed. Later on it has been declined, means completely decreased. So this is also being called as Harappan culture. So Indus Valley civilization, or it also goes with the Harappan culture, which is also being called as Harappan culture, which was first excavated by the archaeologists. So these cities were inhabited by many kinds of craft persons. So in this one, it is also being known as Harappan culture because Harappan culture were finding out by the first time archaeological excavations finding out. So there are different kinds of craft persons also being existed in these cities. So craft, the work which is being done, craft, kinds of crafts which is being finding out in this place. What are the craft persons who are being doing, or like carpentry, like pottery, who used to make the earthen pots. Carpentry means making of the furniture. Then stone bead makers, small stones, different kinds of beads making. Then gold and silver jewelers, weavers who will weave the cloth. Then at the same time they also have the coppersmith, masons who will construct the places. So all these they have been having a craft persons. Then they are having the advanced traders, those who will be doing the trade from selling on one good to the other good aspect out. Then administrators. Then at the same time they also have the rulers. So all these in this Indus Valley civilization, how it was been existed means it was been ruled by the different kinds of rulers of one particular places. The administrators taking care of the complete empire, how the administration work is being carried out. So in that there are having the traders, there are having the different kinds of the traders person. So among these, what are the things they have been finding by the archaeological excavations means the ruins, means the leftover, the palace, the places, the particles that has been finding out, buildings like broken type of buildings, at the same time the different kinds of particles which is related to the building that has been finding out, roads, drains, houses of ordinary people will also be finding. So all these have been finding out through the archaeological excavation study part, but here at the same time we did not find out any religious place of worship like temples, we did not find out. But at the same time we also find out the large big very figurine, the images, at the same time the figures of the mother goddesses. So this figure 17.4 how I have been showed up. So that type of figures they have been finding out, and they also find people as being this people tree where they used to worship, that also being finding out, and some places they have been finding out the worshipping images of the animals, plants, trees, all these they have been finding. And at the same time the pictures of the male god also being found out. In similar aspect, sometimes they used to like what are the male god means Shiva they used to worship, and they in some during time of occasion celebrations they used to perform the very good processions with the mother goddesses images, or at the same time these male god images. So on next 17.7 we have been having the figure. So they have been finding out. So this is what the figure of the male god from Harappan culture, and 17.8 mother goddesses of Harappan culture. So these two images they have been finding out, like this type of the Indus Valley civilization or the Harappan culture in the northern parts of India we have been discussed. So in today's class we have been all about the south part of India and the northern parts of India, how the people, the traders, the artisans, craft persons, they were known by different names, they used to worship different deities, all aspects. So same here was Indus Valley civilization in the northern part we have it get discussed out in today's class. So everyone just go through your textual reading. Next about the religion aspect, about the Vedas, all this we will be going to go